is Wednesday, and the usual Wednesday bazaar at supermarket is happening. But one thing that is different this time is the initiative by the Dimapur Our Baptist Arogo Daba. They have set up this place. If I can just tell the camera person to pan across, there are many stalls like this, numbering to 35 stalls, I am told. And right now, we have here Apong Longjar, the convener of Daba Youth Ministry, Tintit Lanur, and he's going to explain to us exactly what this initiative by the Daba is and explain to us. This is its 8th year. Let's hear what he has to say. So, can you please tell us about this initiative by Daba and how long has it been?
This Made in Daba is an initiation of Daba Youth Ministry supported by the church. It is completely sponsored by the church for the local for church members. For those youths who are self-employed. As we know, the rate of unemployment in the state is really high, and so 8 years back, the church decided to support those youths who are self-employed. And so, as they were contemplating, they came up with this idea, the erstwhile youth director, and then they led this initiation, and then this is the 8th year. So here we have only those youths who are self-employed in local products.
Okay.
So it's not about reselling. Okay. You cannot buy from somewhere else and resell it. But for those people who are employed in local products, sourced locally, so as you can see, all these are locally sourced and produced. So yeah, to promote made in Nagaland products as well.
Right. Promoting indigenous products, self-made and self-promoting and self-sustainability. Can you just tell us what's so different about this? A lot of other initiatives have been done by various organizations as well in the past, but what makes this so special? Do you have anything to say on that?
We are mainly focused right now, presently, so far, it's all about supporting the youth, the church youth, in giving them a platform, in expanding the business. Our main focus of this event is to help network the buyers and the sellers. Because beyond this, we cannot do much. We cannot provide machineries and so on. So what we do is we invite departments, other government departments as well. So this year we have invited Handloom Department. We have invited MSME, Manufacturing and Small Scale Medium Enterprises, and also we have invited the Business Association of Nagas. Okay. They will also come around 2 or 3 p.m. Right. So let's see, it is a first, so perhaps if they can help these young entrepreneurs in whatever way they can, then yeah, that is our objective only.
This is a very great initiative, of course, by the Daba Youth Ministry as well as Daba, but is it fully supported? Are you charging for the tents? Are you for the canopies or anything? And what is the expense that the entrepreneur has to make?
Everything is 100% sponsored by the church. And yeah, everything is sponsored 100% by the church. Okay. They just have to bring their own products and then yeah, sell them.
This is just a one-day event, and it's not, of course, a very good day to choose is the supermarket Wednesday bazaar time. But do you want to extend this to more than one day?
So far, we have not thought about that. The feasibility of having it regularly is also not very possible because resources, a lot of financial resources is incurred. So maybe in the future, we don't know. But so far, yeah, this is all we can do right now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So that was the convener of the Daba Youth Ministry, Tintit Lanur Apong Longchar, and like he has said that this whole initiative by Daba, fully 100% sponsored by Daba, is to help and promote young entrepreneurs, especially promoting indigenous products, self-made, everything handmade and their own, specifically not buying from somewhere else and selling it at the stalls. This is going on only for today. This is the 8th edition. It's called Made in Daba, and this is for the 8th year, and hopefully next year also they will continue for the 9th edition. They've been going on since 2016. We have here Lima Yangerla of one of the stalls here at the Daba Made in Daba special edition number 8, and she's going to explain to us. It's a very unique store. We have noticed, Nagaland News Network has noticed that it's one of the most unique artworks over here in this one of the stalls out of the 35 stalls. Can you please tell us what this type of art is called and how did you get about it?
This is called quilling paper art, and actually, our people were looking at it. We think like it's something new, like just something that came out recently, but it actually dated way back to the Victorian age.
Okay.
Like nuns and sisters,
Yeah.
they during their time, since gold and silver was very expensive, so they replaced this paper, quilt paper, with instead of silver and gold. Yeah, that's how quilling started. And so like noble women's, they started like quilling as a hobby with embroidery and stuff. So that's how it started. So this art is actually very old.
Can I please request my camera person to just show the artwork right now over here? And it might look simple, but then again, I'm sure it takes a lot of time. And like she said, it dates back to the Victorian age. Can you just tell us how long does it take for you to do an artwork like this, or even this one, the Last Supper?
The Last
Yeah.
Supper.
So can you just tell us how long it took you to do that?
The Last Supper, it was one of my hardest works. It took me 2 days. 2 days I sat almost the whole day. Like I did not work.
Yeah.
And the household chores, I just pushed it on my siblings, and I just...
How much are you charging for the Last Supper?
The Last Supper is 850.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
That's really nice. But what do you do by profession, by the way? Is this your hobby, or is this your?
This is just my hobby. I just finished my master's this year.
And how long have you been doing this?
I started this way back in 2021, and just as a hobby.
And what do you think about this initiative by Daba? You know, complete free sponsorship, 100% sponsorship without taking any charges for the gazebos, or the canopies and everything, and then just making a platform for youth, Naga youth, our youth, under Daba. So what do you think of this initiative?
Actually, the Dabas, they really did a very, very well commendable job in like initiating this MID, Made in Daba, especially for full-time entrepreneurs and young youths who are like really, who are upcoming and trying to go full-time. So it's a really good opportunity for them.
Right. Do you think that like this more platform should be there for the young entrepreneurs? How old are you, if I might ask?
I'm 23.
23. You're still very young, and you think that you can make this as a profession in a state like Nagaland?
Well, actually, this quilling art, it's dying. And even, forget about India, but even in abroad, in the US, quilling art, there are many quilling artists who are like really professional, top notch, but they are also admitting that the art is dying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, good luck though. It's very beautiful what you've done, and like you said, it's a lot of hard work, and it's been there since the Victorian age. Good luck to you, and thank you for speaking to Nagaland News
Thank you
Network.
so much.
So that was Lima Yangerla talking about her hobby over here called Lee Quills. This is her online store as well on Instagram. So viewers, if you're interested in buying something like this, which is a dying art, as she has just said, Lee Quills on Instagram. So we have here Jungshi Manan. He's the youth director of Daba Youth Ministry, and it was under his leadership that this initiative came around to help the youth under the Daba Ministry. Can you just tell us what made you think about this initiative in the first place?
We find that there were so many young people who were skillful in their handicrafts, and we thought that this is a venture that we can work out to bring out the young entrepreneurs, especially encouraging them and then bringing them to partnership with others and to network with others in their business. So that is an area where we thought that we should help the young people. And as a church, we also look forward for promoting and ministering in a holistic approach. So this is a place where we thought that we should help the young people. That's how we came up with this Made in Daba.
So this is your 8th edition. 2016, I think the initiative came about. How successful has it been in this last 8 years, and do you want to extend it throughout the next few years? How long are you looking at for this Made in Daba?
Yeah. Well, I should say that there are some individuals who have succeeded, and now they are in the international market as well. And they started just with this initially, but now they have already achieved the international level. That's why they are not participating anymore, and that is one of our motives. We just want to promote them. We just want to create a platform where they can just come and do and showcase their art and craft or whatever they can produce, so that people, the customers, will come and see, and if they find good, then they take them to the higher level. So I find that this is quite successful, and some of the individuals have succeeded very well. And there are some again who are already established because of this, but they came to encourage the youngsters as well.
Yeah, and also we have been told by the youth director also that this is a full 100% sponsorship for everyone, for all the youth, for the stalls, and it is very commendable, and hats off to that, and we're really happy to hear about it. But again, how are you picking your entrepreneurs? Are you taking everybody who has applied, or what is the criteria that is there for them, for you to set up stall?
Okay, well, the first criteria is they must be Daba youth members. Church members. So we give them the opportunity. Number two, we emphasize only on the indigenous and original products. We are not encouraging, of course, we encourage to do other business as well, but for Made in Daba, we exclusively take only those who are into making their own products, not tailing other business, but their own products. So these are some of the simple criteria where we follow. And then we have 8 fellowships. So we give them only about 5 to 6 stalls. So they have to choose among themselves, basing on those criteria that we've given them. And that's how they are here. And I also find that there are so many gathering groups among our youth members, but we reduce them just to single from each colonies, from each fellowships, so that it is not covered only by the food items.
Yes, very true. That's true. Yeah, we see a lot of items here. Thank you so much for speaking to us. So this is the Made in Daba Edition 8, where they are promoting indigenous products of local young entrepreneurs. And like he said, it is just not any other young entrepreneur, but those who are members of the Daba Youth and the Daba Church. And we can see around 35 stalls here. And also we would really like to add that the price, we see usually that the price range of different items are usually very high, but this time the price range are very reasonable. The products have been set up at very reasonable prices. Thank you so much for this initiative and for helping the youth. Thank you so much. This is Esther with camera person Moa for Nagaland News Network.